Tats and piercings are okay in some places. In some places, they're off limits. Boss's wife can eye you. Giving it back is off limits. I don't know. Somehow all this saintly stuff. It's good for the world to remain sane. To stay within their limits. But if the world didn't have us, there'd be no cautionary tales for the good boys and girls. Yezdi, not for the saint-hearted.
Why 3 Yezdi models? Because why not? When bringing such an iconic brand back, we thought, why not go the whole hog and give lovers of the brand everything Yezdi stood for? The spirit of adventure, the spirit of unapologetic fun, and the spirit of thrill. So here we have the Yezdi Adventure, the Yezdi Scrambler, and the Yezdi Roadster. The 3 motorcycles that you see here today are manifestation of that quintessential Yezdi spirit. And what do these new motorcycles stand for? Starting with the Yezdi Adventure. It's our flagship touring machine. One look at it is enough to send you onto a transformational journey. Authoritative in its personality and assertive in its performance, the Yezdi Adventure is designed to fulfill every requirement of a long-distance rider. Be it the off-road styling, comfortable ergonomics, sure-footed handling across all terrains, and a host of rider aids. This motorcycle is built for you to tick every destination and riding trail off your bucket list. Next up is the Scrambler. Embodying the spirit of unapologetic fun, a motorcycle made to satiate your desire for bursts of serious trail riding on the weekends and snaking through traffic on weekdays. The Yezdi Scrambler makes everyday riding fun. The Scrambler styling is dripping of mischief with a typical Scrambler flyline. Simple seat with classic round tank, a tucked-in headlamp along with an offset speedo pod, upright commanding handlebar position, typical Scrambler twin exhausts, on off-road tires along with a front fender beak, giving a distinct character to the machine. Next up, the Yezdi Roadster. The Yezdi Roadster completes this trio. adding thrill to your everyday ride. Endowed with sheer road presence and muscular dimensions, the Roadster is a uniquely styled motorcycle with a perfect blend of classic style and modern touch. The motorcycle boasts an elegant silhouette with its visual weight spread across the design, giving it a muscular and planted character. Comfortable split seats embellished with chrome arc highlight the seat line, while a compact headlamp and a tightly packaged engine area lend solidity to the overall design. Alloy wheels along with tubeless tires flanked with chopped fenders add to the beefy looks. Now talking about the engine and performance of these motorcycles. Coming to the engine, all three motorcycles are powered by 334cc liquid-cooled engines. But that's where the similarity ends. All the engines are in different states of tune for each of the respective machines to complement the form and bring out the right motorcycle character. Starting with the Adventure. It produces a max power of 30.2 PS at 8,000 RPM and a max torque of 29.9 Newton meters at 6,000 RPM with a rising power and torque curve. The Scrambler produces 29.1 PS at 8,000 RPM of max power and a peak torque of 28.2 Newton meters at 6,770 RPM and an absolutely flat torque curve so that you have torque spread across the entire rev range. Now coming to the Roadster. It delivers peak power of 29.7 PS at 7,300 RPM and 29 Newton meters at 6,470 RPM. Talking about the chassis and the dynamics of each of these motorcycles. To suit their different personas, each motorcycle features purpose-built chassis and suspension setup, tuned to offer superlative handling across different terrains. The Roadster features a dual cradle chassis which is tuned to offer great on-road mannerisms and offers fantastic stability on straight line as well as superior cornering abilities. The Adventure features an all-new chassis suspended on a unique mono-shock swing arm set up at the rear and long travel telescopic forks in the front, which give it an edge on off-road as well as the tarmac. The result is superb handling across various terrains. In spite of being a tall motorcycle, the Adventure is surprisingly nimble across corners too. The Scrambler is tuned for mischief. The frame enables quick maneuvering and confident handling across various terrains. The precision handling of the Scrambler ensures that it never misses the mark. It's got telescopic forks at the front and gas-charged twin shocks at the rear. The short wheelbase of the motorcycle is packaged for fun riding and sliding through those scrambling trails. Another feature on these motorcycles, all three of them, is the class-leading ground clearance. In addition to the superlative engineering package on these motorcycles, the motorcycles also have a host of features. All three motorcycles come with an LCD speedo with standard functionalities such as trip meter, distance to empty, time, gear indicator. The Adventure additionally has Bluetooth connectivity and turn-by-turn navigation as standard. Adventure and Scrambler also have three different riding modes, the standard one being road mode and the two others being off-road and rain mode. So no matter what terrain, you can get the best out of these machines. Coming to the most awaited question, the pricing. The Roadster starts at 1,98,142 ex-showroom Delhi. And the Scrambler at 2,04,900 ex-showroom Delhi again. The Adventure starts at 2,09,900 ex-showroom Delhi. Bookings for all three motorcycles are open from today, online and at our 300 plus dealerships across the country. The motorcycles are available for you to test across our dealership network. So why wait? Visit our stores, get in, take a test ride. And one last thing, the deliveries are on from day one so that you don't have to wait to get astride these machines. I'm sure you'll have a tough time picking one from this trilogy. So guys, I can't wait to head over to our dealership to test ride these machines and get my hands on one. What about you?
Alright, from today, nothing is off limits. So all you guys out there, not so saint-hearted people, you know how to fulfill your unfulfilled desires. And what I mean by that is I'd like to thank Boman, AT, Anand Mahindra and Ashish for joining us today and unleashing the bad boy that was caged inside me. I'm going to buy a Yezdi and then fulfill all my desires. You do the same. But remember, you have to pay for your own fuel. That's not part of the deal. Okay, we'll talk later. Aapko setting karega baad mein. We're all saying goodbye. So thank you, Yezdi. Thank you guys behind it. And thank you. All right, as we say bye, I'll just discuss discounts with these gentlemen. Because मेरे लिए कुछ setting or influence है. Ashish is a good personal family friend. But bye-bye and welcome to the world of Yezdi.
When you are journeying through life, you realize pretty quickly there are things you can do, and there are things that are off limits. Some hobbies look good on a resume. Some are off limits. Tats and piercings are okay in some places. In some places, they're off limits. Boss's wife can eye you. Giving it back is off limits. I don't know. Somehow all this saintly stuff. It's good for the world to remain sane. To stay within their limits. But if the world didn't have us, there'd be no cautionary tales for the good boys and girls. Yezdi, not for the saint-hearted.